What's going on, everybody? I'm C-Los, and I want to welcome you to my channel, Pay Yourself Back, where it's always about enjoying life, having a good time, being mentally aware and spiritually well. You know, since I bought a house and have moved on to bigger and better things that homeowners do, I told you guys that I was going to do a video giving an honest review of the Sheridan Ocean Club Apartments, which is located in Dania Beach, Florida. Now, this review is based off my own experience of living there for 3 years. So there's no other he or she say sources that I'll be using, guys. Now, I'm going to mix in the good with the bad, so it's not going to be in any certain order. So let's start with the area. In my opinion, what attracts most people to these apartments is, of course, the location. You're literally a 5-minute drive to the Hollywood Boardwalk, which is on the beach. And if you like to fish, you're about 10 to 12 minutes from the Dania Beach Pier. Now, the whole Sheridan Ocean Club is a huge piece of real estate, which has a few different property options to choose from. Option number one, the actual apartments, which are 1 to 2 bed and 1 to 2 bath. Square foot ranges from 700 to 1,065, and the rent is, as of this video, is from $2,000 to $3,000. You also have condos that were once part of the Ocean Club apartments, but have since been converted. Option two, another set of condos that they refer to as villas, which are totally detached from the apartments. And option three are single family homes that they have their own little community within the entire community of the Ocean Club. The thing about these single family home, guys, is that they are expensive. For example, at the time of this video, once again, a 3-bedroom, 3-bath, 1,700 square foot home was $649,000. So the place has 2 entrances and exits, but the apartment residents can really only enter from the Sheridan Street entrance, which has an attendant man at the guard check 24/7. But let's be honest, they're not the greatest, in my opinion. People are constantly ramming that arm and knocking it completely off the hinges, which leads to security issues. It's common for non-residents to get behind the car and come right through the gate. Guards don't say anything. My car was burglarized, and I just happened to look out my window and see the guy still in my mirror, but by the time I got downstairs, he was gone, just like that. Now, let's go ahead and talk about some of the amenities. They include 2 swimming pools and with a nice pergola and propane grills, 3 tennis courts, a pretty nice gym that was actually renovated while I was still living there. No complaints at all on that one, guys. The gym is really nice. Now, if you have dogs, they also have a fenced-in off-leash pet park that I really wouldn't recommend taking your dog to, just my opinion. If you shop at Amazon as much as I do, you'll be pleased to know that they have an Amazon hub on the property as well. Okay, now that we have the pleasantries kind of out the way, let's talk about the actual living experience, guys. So 3 years is the longest that I've ever lived in an actual apartment. So I saw a lot of people come and I saw a lot of people go. You know, they do have elevators in select buildings, and thank goodness my building was one of them. I know that the people who live on the 3rd floor would definitely appreciate that elevator. If you've lived in an apartment before, then you know you have absolutely zero privacy whatsoever. And there's no difference in living in these apartments. It's all the same. The walls are paper thin. So you hear everything. I mean, the community is diverse, but most people stick to themselves and they really don't come out much and socialize. These apartments have around 30 buildings, which is huge. And I lived in building 19, which was probably the worst area due to having a canal and mangroves behind it. The reason why I say it's the worst area is because of the no-sims. They'll eat you alive. I'm telling you right now, guys. You can't really do too much outside because you're constantly getting bitten, and these little flies, they hurt when they bite. The only thing that I found that halfway kind of works is mixing lemongrass oil with baby oil, but it only lasts for so long. So I'm going to warn you, if you plan on moving to these apartments, try to avoid moving into the buildings near the mangroves or the canals. The apartments are old, but they have been renovated. And how they do the renovations is that once you move out of that old apartment, then they come in and they renovate it for the new tenant. Obviously, this drives up the cost. So over my 3-year stay, I had little to no drama, but there was quite a bit of drama around me. It seems like the sheriff's department deputies were always responding to some type of drama at these apartments, mainly domestic violence. You know, I gotta get a little bit of it. It's over. Done deal.
You got a channel you want me to shout out?
Pay yourself back.
Pay yourself back.
Roger that. Broward County Sheriff's Department, the finest, right there. Okay, so let's talk about the staff. The staff was pretty supportive for the most part. A couple of them have been working now for years, even long before I moved in. Some people may disagree about the staff being supportive, but to me, I never had a problem with any of them. Everything is done online, from making your rent payments to sending maintenance requests, things like that. One of the things that I would say is that the maintenance guys are subpar. I mean, let's be honest. You know, although they respond to a work order that you submit in a timely manner, you can tell that they really don't have any real certifications for the work that they do. That's just the way it is, guys. I'm not even going, say nothing about that. So in closing, if you're looking for somewhere to live that is as close as you can get to the Intracoastal or the beach for the price, near the airport, you might want to consider Sheridan Ocean Club Apartments. Once again, you can go online and look at some of the reviews. I mean, I lived there for 3 years, and people, some people have had issues. I never really had that many issues, with the exception of just the people upstairs, you know, and just I talk about this in my other videos, the floor chomping and things like that, just being considerate. But, you know, after all, you are in an apartment, and I have complained to the staff in the office. I don't know if they really did anything about it, but it's just the way that it is. So the best way to avoid all that, if you're able to, just get you, I would say, a duplex or maybe your own house. Then you won't have to worry about that. But my experience there was, I loved it because of the beach, the access. I mean, I can ride my bike. It might take me like 10 minutes to ride my bike. In a car, it takes like 2 to 3 minutes. I mean, it's a straight shot. So I loved it for that reason. And you're right there at A1A. I mean, you have really the best of both worlds. So listen, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, give me a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and until next time, be well, my friend. CeeLos out, baby.